Hey YouTube. Well, a few people have asked on my channel if I could give a quick overview of the brew stand that has been in some of my videos. So here's a close-up to the brew stand itself. It's homemade, and as you can see here, this was for the hot liquor tank, this was for the mash tun, and then down there would be where I would put the burner, which is currently stored under here, and that would sit with the stainless steel brew pot, which is down here. So size-wise, centimeters, we're about 110 centimeters, or around about 44 inches in length. If we look at the width of it, as you can see here, is around about 20 inches wide, about 51 centimeters wide as well. And then the uprights, if you go for the upright from the bottom here to the top deck, we're around about 51 inches, or about 130 centimeters, and that seems to do well for me. So what we have underneath here is some casters, 4 casters all the way around. You can see the price of the caster on there. It was about £3.46 at the time, and the pint is just essentially, width-wise, is 2x4s roughly, so around about 9.5 centimeters by around about 5 centimeters is the width of it. Construction wise, you've got these uprights which go the full length. The middle section is connected on here. As you can see, I've built it up so that the strength comes from these 2 pillars here, as well as the corner down here and here, and this height for this section is around about 71 centimeters or 28 inches. So that gives you an idea as to the overall heights of the actual brew stand itself. On it you can see the adapter. This is to drive the hot water pump. So when I'm sparging, I use this pump here. It's a pump which is used by essentially solar heating system, so it can easily take the temperature. And this would normally connect up to the hot liquor tank, and then this side goes off to the sparging arm. And normally this is where I would have the mash tun, where I would carry out the sparging. So it's a pretty straightforward sort of setup. Not a complicated build. Works out quite nicely. Obviously I've moved away from the gravity fed system, moved over towards using nowadays the Brewzilla or Robo Brew setup. So I don't really need to have all of these layers on it, but it is handy certainly when I'm using Robo Brew and I'm using the mash. When it's at that level, I can then put obviously a hot liquor tank up here, and then I can pour the water over the top of the mash tun as well. So all in all, it is still in use. I've literally just used it when I was making the sugar wash for the spirits. Again, I could put the burner on top of here, run this, quite comfortably takes the heat for that time that I was doing it. And it's a nice setup. For me, obviously, it's very ergonomically set up for my height. So if you're a little bit smaller than I am, I'm 1.97 m, or in old money 6'4", then you may need to adjust it. But certainly for me, this works out really nicely and has been very helpful in my journey when I've been brewing. If this was useful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and it helps motivate us creators in YouTube world. So appreciate you listening to this. Again, if you've got any questions, you want to know a little bit more about the design of it, by all means have a look at it. Of course, one has to have a way to open up some beer when you're brewing beer. So cheers guys, many thanks.